सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चेतानि नाहम् न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पाणिपादौ न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् ॐ नमो नारायणाय 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Ratihi. After having explained the way to meditate upon the self, now the section deals with how to prepare the mind for that meditation. So what is that meditation to be done? The meditation is all about paying attention to the self. Pasuparna sayuja sakhaya. Not lead and follow. Samanam vriksham parishasvajate tayoranyaf pippalam swadu atti anasnannanyo abhijakashiti. So in the same tree, two birds, beautiful feathers, ever united, friendly with each other, Sakhāya. So in the same place both of them reside. What is that same place? In that heart space. One is the lower self, the other is the higher self. One is the Jīvātma, other is the Paramātma. Both of them are existing in the same place. The ignorant person experiences the Jīvātma in the heart. The enlightened one experiences Paramātma in the heart, in the same place. The reality is misunderstood as Jīvātma. The very same place you see the snake, that very same place you see the rope also. Place is the same. So that Bhagavan is Sakhāya, ever friendly. Who is a friend? So Bhartrhari gives a beautiful verse defining a friend. Papan nivarayati yo jayate hitaya guhyam cha guhati gunan prakati karoti apadgatam najahati dadati kale sanmitra lakshanamidam pravadanti santaha. This is the sanmitra lakshanam, the characteristics of a good friend. What does he do? Papan nivarayati. When I am going to do some papa karma, sinful action, he will prevent me from doing it. Yojayate hitaya. He will inspire me in doing what is good. Guhyam cha guhati. All my imperfections, defects, weaknesses, addictions, he will not tell others. He will keep it as a secret. Gunan prakati karoti. What all gunas I have, virtues I have, he tells everyone. Apadgatam najahati. When I am in trouble, he will never leave me. Dadati kale. Whatever I need, he gives. Sanmitra lakshanamidam. This is the sign of a true friend. All these are absolutely applicable for Bhagavan. Sakhāya. Suhurdam sarvabhutanam nyatva mam shantim richati. I am the friend of all. So there is a great friend who is seated in our heart. Papan nivareti. Whenever sinful thought comes, he gives a warning. Hey, don't do it. Yojete hitaya. Something good is there. He inspires me to do that good thing. Guhyam cha guhati. I have lot of weaknesses, defects, imperfections. He will never tell it to others. He knows it, but he keeps quiet. Gunan prakati karoti. All my virtues, he tells everyone. Amani manado manyaha is. Manada. He gives you mana, honor. He keeps up your honor. Apadgatam najahati. When you are in trouble, he will never leave you. Ever holding on to you. Dadati kale, whatever you need, he provides. Strength, inspiration, solace, peace, knowledge, resources, wealth. If only we could recognize that Lord as that best friend in us, life becomes very, very easy. And that best friend is always paying attention to us. So I am not very happy with this picture. In this picture, the bird which is sitting on top is looking up. That is wrong. Bird is looking at this lower bird. Bhagavan's attention is all the time upon us. Like a mother paying attention to newborn baby. You know, a bird looking somewhere, that's not right. I don't like such a God who looks somewhere else and not me. What is there? The old one? Is it right? That's the way it should be. The old book, it is perfect. Anasnan anyo abhijakashiti. Where is it looking? It is looking at the Jīvātma, paying attention. That is called love. 100% paying attention. When you love someone, you pay attention. That's a sign. But where is this attention of this Jīvātma? This Jīvātma should not be looking at Bhagavan. So that is perfect. He is busy eating the fruit. Sadhuvatti. Totally lost in indulgence. Absolutely ungrateful. Careless. Stupid. That is Jīvātma. But Bhagavan's attention is always upon Jīvātma. Jīvātma's attention is always upon indulgence, upon the world, worldly objects. And so as a result, what happens? Anishaya shochati mukhyamana. All his sorrow is because his attention is not upon the Lord. Miserable. Crying, weeping, anxious, pathetic. Then, by the grace of some teacher, Paramātma, when his attention goes, so when he listens to that Guru, so the Guru has to come. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. His condition will continue to be that, Anishaya. You look around the world, look at all those people who have discarded this path of spirituality. Look at their life. This is what it is. Anishaya shochati mukhyamana. Then, by the grace of the teacher, that grace of the teacher is also his own punya karma only. As Bhagavan Shankaracharya Ji says, all the punya karma that he has done in so many births, that punya karma accumulates and then expresses as what? In the form of a guru, a teacher, and then that faith in the teacher. Then this person walks that path, cultivates all the noble virtues, and then what happens? Pashyati. In that pure mind he sees. What does he see? Isham pashyati. That Lord. What kind of Lord? Jushtam Isham pashyati. That adorable Lord. Asya mahimanam pashyati. His glory. What is the glory of that Lord? That glory which is expressed in the whole world. And once he is able to connect to that Lord seated in the heart, iti vita shokaha bhavati, becomes free from all sorrows and miseries. He comes to know, oh, this Bhagavan is my own self. He is not away from me. He is my own self. Once that connectivity is developed, his misery goes. Yada pashyaf pashyate rukma varnam. So how does he see that Bhagavan? As the very pashyaha in him, as the very observer in him. When he experiences that, paramam samyam upayati, he attains absolute peace. But to experience this, what is the qualification? Qualification is a pure mind. How to attain that pure mind? Satyena labhya tapasa samyajnanena brahmacharyena. Control of the senses, right understanding, tapas, concentration of the mind and the intellect, and practice of truth. Satyena labhya. So once again that Rishi emphasizes on Satyam. That is the greatest tapas. Satyameva jayati na anurtam satyena pantha vitato devayanaha enakramanti rishayah hi aptakamaha. Goal is the truth, but the path to the truth is also laid down by truth alone. In the world you practice truth, then finally you are paving the way to the ultimate truth. So therefore, the path of truth has to be followed. This is the ultimate tapas. So path of truth means what? Whatever I consider to be right, I must practice it. I must live it. So in that struggle, the mind becomes pure, and such a pure mind becomes fit to realize the truth. There is a struggle. Indications will keep coming according to your state of evolution. And how does that indication come? As a disturbance in the mind. Whenever you are deviating from the path of truth, that Lord, our Sakhā, he will indicate to you, my child, you are going wrong. And what is the indication? Disturbance of the mind. Disturbance of the mind proves that you are walking the path of asatyam. Disturbance of the mind is a proof that wrong thinking is going on. Thoughts are not right. Seeker, what are we supposed to do? Replace the wrong thinking with the right thinking. That is called the practice of Satyam. Suppose you are walking the wrong path and you are not able to detect, then don't worry. Many times you are not mature enough to understand that something is wrong. Then there is nothing to worry. But as the mind becomes purified more and more, the mind becomes subtler and subtler. In that subtler and subtler mind, greater and greater truths are revealed. And as the mind becomes purer and purer, greater and greater responsibility comes to you. Pure mind is like a bright, brilliant torch. In that powerful light, earlier which was not clear, becomes clear. So you have to do only what you are seeing clearly. As the mind becomes more and more pure, certain things become clear to you, which was not clear earlier. And once it becomes clear, it is your responsibility to walk the path. You have no choice there. And as you walk the path, there is struggle. And as you struggle, mind becomes more pure. And as the mind becomes more pure, more things are clear. As more things are clear, again extra responsibility. As the child grows, greater and greater responsibility. Isn't it? If your younger son is fighting with the elder son, whom will you scold? Who will scold the elder one? That's a small boy. You are grown up. So in the same way, as you grow in the path of spirituality, be ready for more and more scoldings. The mind becomes very sensitive. A little mistake here and there, get ready for a beating from the indweller. That is a sign that relationship is growing. As your relationship grows with the Lord, little mistake here and there, because now you are his child. See, when your child fights with a neighboring child, whom will you beat? Your child, not a neighboring fellow. In the same way, we should evolve and become Bhagavan's child, not a neighbor's child. More and more we become closer to God, he starts considering us as his own. Along with strength, clarity, purity, bliss, everything will come, but at the same time, responsibility also comes. You are supposed to behave. Behave means what? Walking the path of righteousness. Listen to him, obey him. Never ignore him, disregard him. This is the extra responsibility which comes to a seeker. You are safe under his protection, in his love, in his guidance. You are lost when you lose the connection with him. So after that, the devotee lives a life completely centered in God. Everything else is secondary. My primary thing is my connection. Is my connection there? Everything is fine. Is the connection gone? Nothing is fine. Like the child in the lap of mother. As long as I am in the lap, everything is fine. The moment I lose my mother, everything I have lost. So that relationship attains a greater height. So this is what happens as you walk the path of Satyam. What happened to such a person who is living this path, living a pure life? Next verse, verse number 7, page number 126. बृहच्च तद्दिव्यमचिन्त्य रूपम् सूक्ष्माच्च तत्सूक्ष्मतरं विभाति दूरात् सुदूरे तदिहान्तिके च पश्यत्स्विहैव निहितं गुहायाम् बृहच्च तद्दिव्यमचिन्त्य रूपं सूक्ष्माच्च तत्सूक्ष्मतरं विभाति दूरात् सुदूरे तदिहान्तिके च पश्यत्स्विहैव निहितं गुहायाम्. Yes. That great reality, pashyati, pashyatsu iha eva antike. So such a person who has done this tapas of satyam, of jnanam, that person experiences that Lord antike, very, very near. Where? Guhayam nihitam. That truth which is brihat, great, vast, being the support of the whole world. That truth which is divyam, divine, sacred, luminous, sentient, untouched by maya or prakriti, divyam, achintya rupam, which cannot be grasped by any kind of intellectual ideas, etc. Achintyam, which is sukshmacha sukshmam, subtler than the subtlest. Truth which is durat sudure, very, very far. Very, very far for whom? For the unprepared minds, gross ones, worldly ones. Yatanto yoginaschainam pasyantyatmanyavasthitam yatantopyakritatmanah nainam pashyantya chetasaha. Achetasaha, akritatmanah, na enam pashyanti. Yatantaha api. Even though they are striving, akritatmanah, asamskritatmanah, those whose minds are impure, worldly people, full of kama, krodha, raga, dvesha, impurities of the mind. Such extroverted, sensuous, materialistic, indulgent, impure ones, for them, durat sudure, that truth is right in their heart, but they will experience durat sudure, farther than the farthest. For these pure-hearted ones, iha antike, so near, right here, so close. Nihitam guhayam, right in the heart. See the difference. The one says, God, which God? I don't believe in God, I don't see God. One category. Another category, Arey, God is everywhere. As they say, no, God is nowhere. You know that, no? God is nowhere. One person, atheist, he writes, God is nowhere. So the devotee comes. What does he do? God is now, comma, here. Nowhere becomes now and here. Both of them are living in this world, but see the difference. That is the difference created by jnana tapas. You see. Continuing, verse number 8, page number 129. Na chakshusha gruhyate napi vacha nānyir devai tapasa karmana va jnana prasadena vishuddha sattvaha tatastutam pashyate nishkalam dhyayamanaha na chakshusha gruhyate napi vacha nānyir devais tapasa karmana va jnana prasadena vishuddha sattvaha tam pashyate nishkalam dhyayamanaha. This great truth, na chakshusha gruhyate, with the eyes you cannot see, Napi vacha, through words you cannot describe. Na anyer devaihi, not by other sense organs. Tapasa karmana va, any kind of tapas you may do, you will not get him, you can't experience him. Karmana, any action you do, na gruhyate, you cannot perceive him, experience him. Oh Guru, then how to experience him? Jnana prasadena vishuddha sattva. Those who are vishuddha sattva, having a pure mind, those people who have a pure mind, jnana prasadena tataha tutam pashyate. Such people see this reality. When dhyayamanaha, in their seat of meditation, this truth which is nishkalam, pure, indivisible. So such a pure-hearted person, how does he experience? So a beautiful term is used here, jnana prasadena. In such a pure-hearted person, he is blessed by the divine. That is called as prasadam. Prasadam is the blessing of the divine, grace of the divine. And by that grace of the divine, and how does that grace descend? Jnana prasadam it is. The divine grace of knowledge. That ultimate experience is not as a result of some effort or tapas. No. Whatever kind of egoistic tapas you do, egoistic hard work you do, you are not going to get it. But when that mind is pure, with all humility, with all gratitude, such a pure-hearted mind, something happens. What happens? Divine grace descends. Exactly what Bhagavad Gita also says. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. I give them buddhi yoga. Those people who worship me with all devotion, sincerity, I give them buddhi yoga. That buddhi yoga is this jnana prasad. Tesham evanukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami Atma bhavastaha jnana deepena bhasvata. Teshameva anukampartham. I shower my compassion on them. Who then? Aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami. I destroy the darkness of ignorance. How? By lighting the lamp of knowledge in their heart. So that highest knowledge, aham brahmasmi knowledge, comes not because of some egoistic effort. It comes out of divine grace. But what is the effort which we have to put? Aham shunyosmi effort. Aham shunyosmi. That is the effort. Dasoham is the effort. Soham is the grace. Aham shunyosmi is the effort. Aham brahmasmi is the grace. You see? What are we doing? Aham brahmasmi is the effort. Egoistically putting forth effort. I am Brahman, I am Brahman. But why am I not experiencing Brahman? Anyway, maybe repeating. Nothing is going to happen. Na karmana na tapasa. No egoistic effort is going to give you any result. Become humble. See, that is truth, isn't it? What is Satyam when we are living in this world? What is Satyam? I am a nobody. That is something which you can clearly experience without the study of scriptures. Oh Lord, I am nothing, I know nothing, I have nothing, I can do nothing. This is Satyam for us when we are living as a Jīvātma. How the brain is functioning, I don't know. How digestion is happening? I don't know. How am I hearing? I don't know. What is this world? I don't know. So the fact of life, what is Satyam? I don't know. Start from there. Become humble. Bhagavan, I don't know anything. Please guide me. So when we live what we know, and what is that I know? That I don't know anything. That is Satyam. When I do what I am supposed to do, he does what he is supposed to do. Don't try to do what he is supposed to do. Aham Brahmasmi. You are a fool. Not Brahma. Brahma only is there. Brahma means delusion. Yeah, you are a deluded person. That is very clear. Studying the Upanishad should make you humble. What a beautiful term. Vishuddha Sattva. Such a person who is very humble, simple, grateful, pure. Jnana Prasada descends. So however, Mahatmas beautifully through stories bring out these principles. When Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra Ji is praising Hanuman, Hanuman, how did you do it? Crossing the ocean, burning the Lanka. Ravana, the conqueror of 3 worlds, you single-handedly defeated him. Hanuman, how did you do it? I am not even able to stand in front of you. I am so indebted by the service rendered by you. I will never be able to come out of this depth. When Bhagavan was praising Hanuman, what did he do? He just fell at the feet of Bhagavan and said, Bhagavan, trahimam, pahimam. I am just a monkey who knows only to jump from one branch to another. That is my status. Monkey I am. By your grace that everything has happened. And he held on to the feet of Rama. Then came this Jnana Prasad. Bhagavan lifts him, hugs him, makes him sit next to him. That is Aham Brahmasmi. We should be at the feet of our teacher, at the feet of Bhagavan. Then Bhagavan lifts. This is Jnana Prasad. The same thing you will find with Vibhishana also. Vibhishana, when he goes to meet Bhagavan, the way Vibhishana introduces himself to Bhagavan. Hey Bhagavan, I am absolutely unfit to be present in front of you. The body is tamasic. I am born in a Rakshasa Kula. No devotion at all. So when I look at myself, I am a hopeless case. But then when I look at you, what are you? Sharanagata Vatsalaha. Those who surrender unto you, you completely forget all his defects and makes that surrendered devotee one with you. That is your grace. This is my only hope, O Bhagavan, that you uplift a person who surrenders unto you. This is my only hope. So with that hope I have come. Looking at myself, I am a hopeless case. But some hope comes when I look at your virtues. And seeing this, Vibhishana falls flat at the feet of Bhagavan. What does Bhagavan do? He immediately gets up, runs towards Vibhishana, lifts him, again hugs him, makes him sit next to him. Say, hey, get me ocean water. Does Raj Tilak. And from then onwards, Bhagavan calls him Lankesh, King of Lanka. This is Bhagavan. Suppose Vibhishana comes and sits next to him. How awkward it will be. He would have been kicked out. You see? This is what we do at the seat of meditation. Aham Brahmasmi. you get up very dry. You may go to sleep also in the seat of meditation. That's all what you deserve. Fill your heart with noble emotions. Vishuddha sattva. Sattva means mind. Vishuddha, pure. Entertaining all these noble emotions. That is the first step. First step is not meditating upon consciousness. No. First step is filling the heart with noble emotions. Vishuddha sattva. That is the initial stage. Prepare that first. If you don't prepare this, then you may try the highest techniques in meditation, nothing is going to happen. You will remain deluded. You will have some wrong intellectual concepts and all you will make, but nothing will happen. It is like a person walking in the dark. These values are very, very, very important. It is by the grace of the Lord that Jnana Chakshu opens. The eye of wisdom opens. It is not by effort. If at all there is effort, effort is only one thing, in becoming a nobody. Others may consider you great, but in your own eyes you should be a nobody. To the extent you are a nobody in your own eyes, to that extent you are effacing the Jiva Bhava, the ego. And to the extent you efface this ego, to that extent you are making space for the divine to enter your heart. In such a heart, pashyati, jushtam isham pashyati, asya mahimanam pashyati, ataha vitashokaha bhavati. This is the way. Okay, continuing. Verse number 9, page number 133. Esho nuratma cetasa veditavyah yasmin pranah panchadha samvivesha प्राणैश्चित्तं सर्वमोतं प्रजानाम् यस्मिन् विशुद्धे विभवत्येष आत्मा येषोऽणुरात्मा चेतसा वेदितव्यः यस्मिन् प्राणः पञ्चधा संविवेश प्राणैश्चित्तं सर्वमोतं प्रजानाम् यस्मिन् विशुद्धे विभवत्येष आत्मा. Yes, एषः आत्मा अणुः. The Supreme Self is extremely subtle. So such a subtle thing has to be known only through, can be known only through a pure mind. Cetasa veditavyah. A mind which is pure. This Atma, yasmin pranaha panchadha samvivesha. That Atma pervades this body, which is functioning because of panchadha pranaha, the fivefold pranas. Pranaischittam sarvamotam prajanam. That self which is pervading the sense organs, that self which is pervading the mind, that self which is pervading the body, this self is Anuhu, extremely subtle. But to know him, what kind of mind is needed? Yasmin vishuddhe vibhavati esha atma. Vishuddhe. In that vishuddha, vishuddha means pure heart. In that pure heart, vibhavati, it shines forth. Clearly, it is experienced. This is the way to know. That which is achintya rupam is Chetasa Veditavya. See that beauty. Verse number 7 says Achintya Rupam. It cannot be thought of. But verse number 9 says, no, Chetasa Veditavya. It can be known with the mind. So what is the difference? Mere intellectualization, you will never know it. What is a pure heart, you will definitely know it. This is the difference. Continuing, verse number 10, page 135. Yam yam lokam manasa samvibhati Vishuddha sattvah kamayate yanscha kaman Tam tam lokam jayate tanscha kaman Tasmadatmatnyam hyarchayet bhuti kamaha Yam yam lokam manasa samvibhati Vishuddha sattvah kamayate yanscha kaman Tam tam lokam jayate tanscha kaman Tasmadatmatnyam hyarchayet bhuti kamaha. What is the glory of such a pure-hearted person? Vishuddha sattva. His glory is he has conquered the Lord through his love. And therefore, yam yam lokam manasa samvibhati. Whatever world he desires, Vishuddha kamaha kamayate yanscha kaman. Whatever desires he entertains, such a person, tam lokam jayate. Whatever worlds he desires, he gains it. Whatever desires he entertains, he fulfills it. That's the glory of a pure-hearted person. Because the whole world is ruled by the Lord is ruled by him. So therefore, he gets everything, whether it is worlds or whether it is desires. Therefore, the instruction given to the seekers is Tasmat. Therefore, Atmatnyam Harchayet. Worship such an enlightened one, that Mahatma, serve him. If you are Bhuti Kamaha, if you have any desires to be fulfilled, worship these Mahatmas, serve them. Everything will happen. Because one thought in his mind, this fellow, Bhagavan, bless him. Ho gaya par. You understand? That's why in India, all Mahatmas are given so much. See, these are the statements from which that tradition has come. Worshipping the Mahatmas, serving the Mahatmas. It is a fact. Bhuti kama. Whatever desires, whether it is a material desire or a spiritual desire, if you want to fulfill it, the easiest way, Atmatnyam harchiyet. But see, for that also some purity is necessary. To come to a Mahatma, to serve that Mahatma, some purity is necessary. Unless your heart is pure, you will never go to any Mahatma. Your own ego will say, what Mahatma? Even to serve a Mahatma, purity is necessary. If you say, Bhagavan, walking the path of Satyam and all is very difficult. Tell me some easy shortcut. Serve some Mahatma. Now this verse becomes a seed for the next section. Whatever desires you have, serve a Mahatma. That Mahatma actually has no desires. In fact, his glory is whatever desires he has, that will be fulfilled. Whatever worlds he wants, that will be fulfilled. Because Bhagavan is under his control. So who is under the control of? Who has Bhagavan under his control? Serve him. So this is the seed of the next section. It is all about desires. Chapter 3, section 2, verse number 1, page number 139. Savedaitat paramam brahmadama yatra vishvam nihitam bhati shubhram upasate purusham yehya kamaha te shukrame tadati vartanti dhīrāः savedaitat paramam brahmadhama yatra vishvam nihitam bhati shubhram upasate purusham yehya kamaha te shukrame tadati vartanti dhīrāः. Saveda, he knows that Mahatma, that Shuddha Sattva, Atmatnya, he knows. What does he know? Etat paramam dhama brahma. He knows this supreme abode, paramam dhama. What is that supreme abode? Brahma. He knows this Brahman, which is the supreme abode. Why do you call it supreme abode? Because yatra vishvam nihitam. Because the whole world exists in that Brahman. Shubhram bhati, which shines brilliantly as holy and divine. So this Mahatma knows that Brahman. Ye, those people, akamaha, remaining desireless, purusham upasate, those people who serve this Mahatma without any worldly desire, without only spiritual desire, then what to them? Te dhīrāः etat shukram ativartanti. Those wise people, they transcend human seed. They transcend human seed means what? They are no more reborn. Remember that process? Somewhere in Dyuloka, Somaloka, you come down, clouds, from the clouds, rain, from the rain, rainwater, earth, from there, some plant, from there, a man eats, then you become a seed, then you enter into the womb of a woman, then you are born. So here what is that said here? Those people who worship, serve these Mahatmas, remember, desireless, without any worldly desire. Then what will they get? They don't desire to come back again, so their desire is fulfilled. So they don't come back in the form of human seed. They transcend human seed. They transcend birth, death cycle. So this is the loving guidance of the Rishi to all of us. When we are serving a Mahatma, if you serve with some worldly desire, that worldly desire will definitely happen. You will definitely fulfill. But the loving instruction is, don't keep any worldly desire. What is the best desire to desire? Best desire is spiritual desire only. So desire that, because that is going to come true. Desire for jnana, bhakti, vairagya, moksha. Desire that. Because the whole world is functioning based on desire. That is what is mentioned in the next verse. Verse number 2, page number 142. Kamanyah kamayate manyamanaha sakamabhirjayate tatra tatra paryapta kamasya kritatmanastu ihaiva sarve praviliyanti kamaha कामान्यः कामयते मन्यमानः स कामभिर्जायते तत्र तत्र पर्याप्तकामस्य कृतात्मनस्तु ihaiva sarve praviliyanti kama. So the law of this universe is yaha kaman kamayate. The one who kamayate desires. What? Kaman. Objects of desires. The one who desires objects of desires. How? Manyamanaha. By brooding over it. You go on brood over certain things. What is brooding? If I get this, I will be happy. My life will be fulfilled. This is called as brooding. Go on thinking. Yaha, in this way, manyamanaha, brooding, kaman kamayate, thus desires sense objects. What happens to them? Sakamabihi jayate. Those desires, based on those desires, jayate, he is born. Where? Tatra tatra, on those respective places. Whatever desires you are entertaining, in respective such places, respective places means what? In order to fulfill that desire, in order to obtain that desired object, those people will be born in such places. Good desire or bad desire, it doesn't matter. This is the law. The law is you get what you desire. Since this is a law of this cosmos, beware of what you desire. Beware of what you brood in life. Manyamanaha. See, that's the glory of satsang. It teaches you what to desire and what not to desire. Whether you consciously desire or unconsciously desire, it doesn't matter. Your desire is going to come true. Manyamana means what? That which is coming from the depth of your heart, which you are sincerely desiring. It has to come true. Since this is a law, learn to desire only that is good. What is bad? The whole BMI chart is the chart of desire only. BMI chart. In different ways you can look at BMI chart. It's the chart of ingratitude. You are ungrateful to God, therefore you are thrown into this world. True. It's a chart of ignoring the Lord. True. It is a chart of infinite compassion of the Lord. True. It is a chart of fulfillment of desires. True. So we is the desire, the vasana. Manyate, what is that? Kamayate manyamanaha, that is we. So you desire something of the world. Then Bhagavan gives you an OET, the world of objects, emotions, thoughts. Then Bhagavan gives you a BMI, instrument. And then Bhagavan provides a conducive environment for the BMI to interact with the OET. And then you become a PFT. Shochati muhyamanaha. Samanam purusham. PFT. Should you desire? Now as a PFT, what can you desire? Desire that Om. Never desire OET. Choice is there. Whether to desire OET or Om. Here, Akamaha, earlier verse means, you serve the Mahatma, Akamaha. Akama means what? Without any worldly desire, with only spiritual desire. Then what will happen to you? Paryapta kamasya kritatmanastu ihaiva sarve praviliyanti kamaha. And when you live such a life, not desiring the world, desiring Bhagavan alone, desiring the Supreme Self alone, wonder of wonders, what happens? You become paryapta kamaha. All desires mysteriously gets fulfilled. Kritātmana. You become kritātmana. Kritātmana means what? A very interesting term it is. Kritātmana means the one who has created himself. Krita atmana. Atma means self. Krita. So actually we are all creating ourselves. Just like a sculptor, is chiseling and beautiful form comes. In the same way we are chiseling ourselves. Kritātmana. We are discovering our own true self. It is Kritātma. So the one who has found his own self, such a person becomes paryapta kamaha. All his desires are fulfilled, because what is his desire? It is basically the desire for security and happiness. And when you come to know yourself, you find that I am already secure, my nature is already bliss. Then what happens to all the other desires? Ihaiva sarve praviliyanti kamaha. Here itself, all the desires, they just dissolve and disappear. In the beginning there is struggle. I am desiring something of the world, but then I have to stop my mind desiring that, and I have to force my mind desiring God. But as you attain God, you come to know, oh, whatever I need, it's there. It is there in Bhagavan. Once you start experiencing the peace and bliss and company of the Lord, your mind gets so fulfilled. Paryapta kamaha means what? Totally contented, fulfilled. Such a mind will have no worldly desires. The purpose of desire is for happiness. It is already gained. Satchit Ananda is the experience. How can you desire anything other than Satchit Ananda? Everything is gained. Thus, all your desires are dissolved. So therefore, what should we do? Desire Bhagavan alone, desire Supreme Self alone. In this line, some few famous verses are going to come. We will see it later. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.